Is that on?
We're live.
Oh, we're live. Awesome. Well, I'm live here with a new client. We're going to do a clarity call to see where my client is at, potential client is at, and see how I can serve them. So, Joe, would you like to tell me a little bit about your situation?
No. It's so embarrassing, Elaine, but yeah, I guess I have to open myself. Okay, financially, well, as you know, I was working for a furniture store doing the management thing for operation manager for 3 years, and I was seeing like I wasn't like progressing on my, it was like I was stuck getting money just to pay my bills and stuff like that. So I quit. Let me see, 4 months ago.
4 months ago, okay.
To start my marketing agency. It's a digital marketing agency, and yeah, it has been rough in the last few months. I have been, I don't know, trying to understand stuff, how it works, and testing and stuff. And now I have one client.
Awesome. That's good for you. Yeah. Congratulations on getting your first client.
Yes. So that client pays me $2,500 a month.
Nice. That's decent.
Yeah.
For your first client, that's actually really good. Yeah.
I'm over delivering and giving him a lot of time also. But yeah, I'm doing the online marketing for them, and also I just have like a simple side weekend. How do you say that? Like a job, like
a weekend job?
Yeah.
Like a part-time job?
A part-time job on weekends.
Okay.
So I can make a little bit extra. I'm making a weekend between, the thing is I'm going to church on Sunday, so I just work like an hour or 2 hours. So between Saturday and Sunday, usually I make between $200 or $300.
That's decent. Okay, so you're looking at probably like $2,500, $2,600 a month right now in income, ish.
Yeah, almost 3,000.
Almost 3,000. Okay, great. And what kind of planning did you do before you quit your job?
I was just tired.
Okay, so there was no financial planning in the beginning. Okay.
No cushion, nothing. It was
no cushion,
just,
no like safety net, no.
Yeah, I said
savings.
I said that before turning 30, I was going to quit my job, and the day before turning 30, I just went and quit because
Wow. Okay. All right.
I just saw like time is passing by and nothing is happening, and I've been hustling and trying to do my thing, but like my job used to take me like 12 hours, 10 hours a day, and I had like 3 years with that job and nothing was moving forward. So
I got that.
I just.
Well, first I want to acknowledge you for having the courage to take that leap of faith and starting your own business and quitting your job and like really, kicking yourself in the butt essentially, like really like, it's like sink or swim is what I like to call it, right?
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
It was a jump,
yeah,
period.
Yeah, it was a jump. That's good. So some of the things that I can help you with is first we'll do a full analysis of where you're at financially. We'll look at everything that's coming in for income and everything that's going out for expenses.
Okay.
And the first piece is really just analyzing that awareness of where your money is going and how to cut things that first of all, things that you don't need to spend money on, but then also things that you are already spending money on, but you can still save on. Okay. For example, car insurance, right? You can always shop around for a better price, but you can also ask your company to re-underwrite your policy so that you don't have to change companies, and you can save, $40, $50, sometimes even $100. It really depends.
Okay.
And still stay with your same company. So that's the first step that we do, is taking a look at that. And we create a cash flow plan for you that you have to follow, and you have to commit to following. And then we start to track all your other miscellaneous expenses, like groceries and dining out and things like that. Yes. Okay? And the point is not to put you on a financial diet, right? because that
I don't like that.
deprivation just causes you to splurge more, right? The system that I use is based on the Millionaire Mind Intensive system, and so there is a fund allocated for play money. 10% of your income should always be spent on play, and you have to spend all 10% every month, so that you're never depriving yourself. And so we'll create this system of how to actually allocate all of that money. For example, 50 to 55% of your income should be your necessities. That's your rent and your food and your gas and all those things. So we'll take a look at that first. Once we've analyzed that, then we'll look at ways to increase your income. And that can be anything from helping you get more clients, helping you create the foundational pieces to your business that you may not have done yet, right? I know you're a marketing expert, so you've probably done those aspects really well. But really looking at your clients' pain points and frustrations and all those sort of basic things that we tend to skip over, right? We think we're going to build a business and we just create a landing page and a click funnel, done. Right?
Yeah, the thing is for me was like, I wanted to really work on something that I like, even if I don't make as much money or something, because it was like I just can't work on something that I don't like. It's frustrating to me. Like I told you, like if I'm on my zone and doing something that I like there is no time. The time doesn't exist for me. But if I'm doing something that I don't like, it's like so hard. Like I procrastinate like a pro.
I got that.
If
totally.
I don't like what I'm doing. So in that matter, it's like for example, the customer that I have now is something that it's a skill that I know how to play it out, and I don't want to move forward finding customer on that thing. I want to keep doing like I quit my job to have the time to build something that I really like. Yeah. So I'm trying to live like on the less budget as I can, so I could build something that I really like. That is the online training that I'm doing, and right now I'm doing it for free for a bunch of people. But I guess I'm building something there.
Well, by doing it for free, then you're going to hopefully get testimonials from them. You're going to get a lot of experience to know exactly what your clients want, what their pain points are, and that's how you'll really learn how to sell it to them. Because with this small group, I mean, you'll be able to analyze everything that they need, and you're going to be your ideal clients. So how you help them is how you can sell to other people. Yeah. So that's going to be really good for you as well.
Exactly. So for me, it'll be like finding ways to go hard on my passion and making my passion make me money, instead of finding ways to get like another side hustle or something, because it's not, I want to focus on what I like.
Yeah, I get that. So can I ask you one more thing? What is your what is your debt situation look like?
My debt situation? Well, it's crappy because you know that I had a restaurant on Santo Domingo and it got on fire. So I end up owing to the bank like almost $200,000.
Okay.
So I'm paying around $700
a month.
A month.
Wow. Okay. And do you have any credit card debt on top of the loan? No. Okay.
No, I have no debt other than that.
Other than that. Okay, well that's good. Because the other thing that we do is we create a debt repayment plan, so that you pay the least amount of interest while paying off your debt the quickest way. Okay. So you only have one, so that's good. We can take a look at that as well. And then the other thing to look at is, while you're in this situation, if you're committed to your business, then we can start to leverage debt. Now, debt is not a bad thing, right? People use it all the time. Big entrepreneurs, big moguls use it all the time.
Not in the way that I have it.
Well, not like that, but to leverage debt temporarily in order to fund what you need until you create the actual income through your business. Yeah. Right? That's the only way that I think that I agree to using credit cards and other kinds of debt like that, is if you're actually using it for a purpose, like educating yourself to make more money later, or temporarily starting your business and you're going to be making more money later. But you have to really be committed to yourself and committed to your business.
I am. I guess I am. I have no choice now.
Right, sink or swim, right?
I already jumped, so it's either the parachute open or I die on the. On my way down.
Yeah, I got that. So the next step would be to have a 90-minute financial freedom consultation where I would send you a Google Sheet and you'd enter in all your numbers there. And don't get overwhelmed. It's a really massive sheet, but it's meant to remind you of everything you could possibly be spending money on, and every way that you could possibly be having income coming in as well. And then after that, I would take that and I would analyze that and I would give you a report, which we'll take a look at, and you'll see where you're at right now. We'll see what the suggestions are that I have for you to save money, and then you don't have debt, so we don't have to worry about that minus your one loan. So, but then you'll also have, it'll show you the exact cash flow management system that you should use, so how to allocate your money the right way, right? So your necessities, your financial freedom account, which is money that you use to make more money. In this case, it could be used for business, right? Your education account, because that's really important. You want to keep, especially in marketing, you want to keep on top of the trends and things like that. There's 2 long-term savings accounts that you use. One is more like emergency fund kind of stuff. It's like, oh shoot, the car broke, you know, or I really want to buy that boat next year, right? And then you also have, so those are the 2, right? One is like the emergency fund, and the other one is saving up for long-term things for later on. Let me think, am I missing something? Oh, and of course, there's also a donation or charity fund, because when we're able to give, we feel that much more gratitude for everything that we have. And it raises our vibration to put us in a state of being able to receive more. Versus when we feel like we have nothing to give, then we're in a state of survival mode. Yeah. And we can't achieve anything coming from that place. So I know you mentioned church. I'm sure you donate to your church.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
10% plus something, sometimes a little bit more.
Perfect. So usually 5 to 10% is what we recommend in that area as well. So we'll take a look at that, and that'll all be written out for you and analyzed, along with a plan of what you should do in the next few months for, like I said, reducing your expenses and increasing your income.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Boring.
It is, and it's going to take something, because you're going to have to collect all your bank statements and your credit card statements and everything and plug it all in, because you have to know how much you spend on gas and groceries. But I promise you that taking the time to do that work will pay out in the long run, because you know, there's a really famous saying, right? It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep, right? Because you can increase your income to $100,000, but if you're spending $200,000, it doesn't make a difference that you just made $100,000.
Yeah, I know.
Right? So, and again, it's not about depriving yourself, but it's about creating a realistic cash flow plan. You know, there's a reason that the rich people stay rich, because they look at everything that comes through and they decide whether or not to spend it.
Okay.
You know? And so we're going to get to a point where we're just going to be really aware of how we're spending our money. It's not to say that we're not going to spend it. We're still going to spend it. It's just how we spend it, and to make sure that it's going to give you benefits back and rewards back for everything that you spend.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yes, I guess. I have to do it. I have no options.
All right. So I'm going to send you that spreadsheet, and then we'll move on to the 90-minute consultation next.
Cool. Let's do that.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.